Okay, so the next kind of special angles we're going to deal with are angles that are created by what are called an angle bisector or angle bisectors. Okay? And an angle bisector, the definition of that is a ray that cuts an angle into two equal angles, which you already have down when we did our vocabulary video. So, in this particular case, we're talking about PN. That's this ray right here. PN is an angle bisector of the angle MPR. So what that tells us is that the angle MPN and angle NPR, those two angles are congruent. And remember, we show congruent with a notch mark like so. So whenever you see that, you know that those two angles are the same. Or if they tell you that there is an angle bisector, you want to mark up your picture with that particular marking. So let's show an example. Let's first start by marking up our picture with what we know to be true. BF is a bisector, here's BF, of angle CBE. Well, C through B, finish at E is right there. So since BF is the bisector, we know we can go in here and we can say that this angle, which is angle 3, and this angle, which is angle 4, are congruent to each other. That's based on that. We also know that BD here is a bisector for ABE. Start at A, go through B, finish at E is there. So based on that information, we can also say that angles 2 and 1 are congruent to each other. Now you have to be careful. You can't just put one notch mark here and here, because then it looks like all four of them are congruent to each other. So since we just want to show 1 and 2, I'm going to put 2 notch marks. That shows 1 and 2 are the same. The 1 notch mark shows that 3 and 4 are the same. So how's that going to help us solve a couple problems? Well, number 1, if angle EBF, start at E, through B, finish at F, that's also angle 3. So basically, angle 3 is equal to 6x plus 4, and CBF, which is the same thing as angle 4, is equal to 7x minus 2. Find the measure of angle EBC. Well, since 3 and 4 are congruent, we can go ahead and take 6x plus 4 and set it equal to 7x plus 2, minus 2. So we got to solve for x. When we solve for x, we're going to go ahead and get our x's on one side. I would subtract 6x from both sides. X's cancel. Bring down the 4. 7x minus 6x is 1x. Bring down the minus 2. Now I have all my x's on one side. We'll get my constants to the other. I'm going to do that by adding 2 to both sides. And x is equal to 2. Now the question said to find the measure of, I lost my angle mark there. Find the measure of angle EBC. Well, let's go back and look where EBC is. EBC was the angle that was light green to start with. Okay? EBC is this angle here. Well, to get that angle, I essentially need to add those two angles together. So you can take x and plug it back into either one of these original. I'm probably just going to take x, I'm going to plug it in right there for angle EBF. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. So angle EBF is 6 times 2 plus 4, which is 6 times 2 is 12 plus 4 is 16, and we're talking about degrees here. So this is 16 degrees. I want to know the whole green angle. I know this is also 16 degrees. So in its entirety, angle EBC is equal to 32 degrees, adding those both together. Okay, let's look at our second example. Second example says angle 1 is equal to this, angle 2 is equal to this. Well, if we go up to our picture, angle 1 and angle 2 are the same. They both have 2 notch marks based on the information given earlier. So since those are the same, I can set those equal to each other. 4x plus 10 is angle 1, and that's equal to angle 2, which is equal to 5x. Let's solve for x. I'm just going to subtract 4x from both sides, and just like that, I have 10 equaling 1x, x equals 10. We want to find angle 2, the measure of angle 2, so I'm going to take that x, I'm going to plug it right up in here where angle 2 is. Angle 2 is equal to 5x. So the measure of angle 2 is now equal to 5 times 10. So the measurement of angle 2 is equal to 50 degrees. Okay. Last example. If measurement of angle 2 is equal to this, so let's go look where angle 2 is. Here's angle 2. Right there. And then they say the measurement of angle ABE is 100. Start at A, go through B, and finish at E. So that's start at A, through B, finish at E. So that's talking about the entire angle. This whole thing from here to here is 100 degrees. Okay? I know angle 1 and angle 2 are the same. So if angle 1 or angle 2 is 6y plus 2, I know angle 1 is also that same value, 6y plus 2. And the two of them together, angle 2 plus angle 1, equal that whole thing. Angle 1 plus angle 2, if I put them together, equal 100. Together, they equal 100. So now I'm going to have to go ahead and add them together. Angle 1 is 6y plus, or angle 2 is 6y plus 2. Angle 1 is the same as angle 2, so that's also 6y plus 2. And together they equal 100 degrees. Well, now this is combining like terms. Same side of the equal sign. 6y here, combine them. Positive 2, like terms, combine them. So we have 12y's plus 4 equals 100. Subtract 4 from both sides. So I have, whoops, I didn't want to extend it twice. Okay. So I have 12y equals 96. Divide both sides by 12. And 96 divided by 12 happens to come out to 8. Y is equal to 8.